What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Coast to Coast Cooking. My name's Brandon. Today we're making an iconic dish from the state of Utah called funeral potatoes. I think they sound a little more morbid than they do delicious. I'm not so sure. I have no idea what they are. Luckily, my friend Matt's from Utah, so let's head over there and talk to him, see if we can't figure out what these are. Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, Brandon, how's it going, man?
Good. So this is my buddy Matt. Matt, you are from Utah, correct?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. So I have a question for you. I'm cooking the Utah episode, and I'm curious, what the heck are these funeral potatoes I keep hearing about?
Yeah. So funeral potatoes, they're a Utah staple. And they are called funeral potatoes because everyone brings them to funerals. We literally do. But, I'm not an expert at making them, but I am pretty good at eating them. So I can tell you that whether they're thinly sliced or whether they're shredded, they're just a potato casserole dish that's cheesy and delicious.
Fantastic. Well, let's go give it a shot. Okay. Just because they're funeral potatoes doesn't mean this dish needs to be depressing. There we go. That's much better. Alright, so after a bunch of Googling, just like Matt said, this is essentially a cheesy potato casserole. After looking up a ton of recipes, every single one used canned soup, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So I'm going to start this thing off by making a sort of beer-infused bechamel sauce. And I'll do this by sauteing some onions and garlic in a little bit of butter, and then adding flour, which will be the thickening agent to our sauce. I'm going to deglaze this pan using a beer I picked up from Wasatch Brewing in Park City, Utah, called Devastator. It's a doppelbock, it's malty and caramely and delicious, and I think it's going to go really well with this dish. I do want to recognize that there's a large Mormon population in Utah that doesn't drink alcohol, and that's okay. If my recipe is something you want to recreate, just take the beer out of it and it'll be totally fine. Now we want to add our milk and let this simmer for a little bit. Take it off the heat and then fold in some Parmesan cheese, salt, fresh cracked pepper, thyme, and rosemary, and now let's start mixing everything together. Pour the white sauce over about 4 pounds of shredded frozen potatoes. I tried this recipe a couple different ways, and I love starting with frozen potatoes because it holds onto the texture really well without getting too mushy. Now I'm going to fold in some sharp cheddar cheese, some Gruyere cheese, and some sour cream, and mix this all together, and get ready to throw it in the oven. Alright, well that thing's baking, let's make a killer beer cheese sauce so we can take this side dish to a whole nother level. As always, it's time to sit down, pour another glass of the Wasatch Brewing Double Bock, pull up a chair, and dive in on this delicacy. I'm not gonna lie, I was genuinely shocked at how delicious these really are. And really easy to make too. Not to mention pairing it with this Double Bock and its punch of an 8% ABV makes this the perfect accoutrement to my arsenal of side dishes. If you thought I represented your state well, besides me adding beer to everything, hit like below, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. Look forward to seeing you guys next time.